Welcome everyone. This is V coming to you once again with another video. And this video is going to be entitled Step Out of Time. Welcome once again, because we are about to raise the frequency of the energy and vibrations around here. Because consciousness is divine power. So I put out a video. I put out actually 2 videos, and one of the videos I had taken down. And as you look at this picture right here, I'm going to just say the spirit did a 1-2 sucker punch. And your girl was looking something like this, okay? Because, you know, spirit is dealing with me with some things. And so, and because the spirit has been dealing with me lately with some things, I pulled the video because one of the things is the video that I did previously, we were talking about the clock, the calendar, and the chasm. And Spirit said, time's up. Even as I was making the video about the clock, the calendar, and the chasm, just go back and watch the video. What I'm about to tell you, you just cannot make this up. And there was a delayed reaction on my part, you know, after I realized. You see, the Most High, you know, had been dealing with me previously about some things that's been, you know, as I've been on that journey, this journey of enlightenment, a journey of healing, and everything considered, right? And so the time's up had came up in the video, and also what came out in the video immediately as I was obeying the spirit, what came out was it said, step out of time. Step out of time. So it's not only just about time's up. It's about stepping out of time. And the fact that once you step out of time, the spirit was saying to me that you cannot step. You cannot step into your power unless you step out of time. Okay, and so that is something that I was listening very attentively to the spirit, because the fact is all of y'all ain't gonna make it. You know, so many times you try your best and your hardest to reach out to others, and you try to, you know, give them your best, tell them whatever you can tell them. I mean, it's so many things you try to do, and it's almost like if you're looking at the Titanic, you know, there was a lot of people that actually made it out of the, you know, they made it out of the shipwreck, and they was able to swim away from the, you know, the pull, you know, when the ship actually started, the ship actually started sinking down into the depths of the ocean. The people were able to swim away, and those people were, you know, had an opportunity to be saved. They had an opportunity to make it. But then again, you had to be very, very careful. Those people who were actually on the lifeboats, you know, they had made it away. They're safe, right? They're on the boats, they're on the lifeboats and everything. But there are those who actually were swimming. This is where we're at in time now. I feel like what has been coming to me is that we're at a point now where, you know, time is of the essence. Time is getting near and near and near. And so there's really no more time to, you know, all the raving and the rants and all this kind of stuff like this, you know, which, you know, really, I have to say, it makes me feel uncomfortable a lot of times, especially when you're walking in the spirit. But then, you know, a lot of times you try to do things, it's almost like you're reaching out to feed, and you know, though there are those who will bite the hand that feeds them. There are those who will pull the boat down And even as you're trying, so they came back and waited till, say for the survivors, right? Okay, and be able to step out of time so that you can step into your power and so forth, because there are some superheroes out there. All the while where a lot of us has been sleeping and blind and so forth, there are many things that have been taking place and no one has said anything. But meanwhile, there are those who have been in action and have been taking the authority and have been using it in the right way. Most High is in full control, and He knows who's in the room. He knows who's on board, and He knows that everyone cannot be saved. You cannot save everyone. Okay, point blank. Period. You cannot save everybody, and everyone won't be saved because I mean, they've been playing the game for so long, and now it's a time to save yourself. At some point, you have to throw yourself into your power if you're not already in your power, if you're not already realizing, okay, what it is, then you will have to throw yourself into it because the Most High is so generous and so loving. He gives you the opportunity to allow you that opportunity because you have a choice, right? So the plans that heaven is set up. You see, not only that, we'll go to the next slide and show you what basically, like we said, out of time, not as out of, when we're out of time is something that's very powerful. The fact that once you're out of time, once you step out of time, you can step into your power. Okay, and there are those who are actually taking action, saving the children, saving the people. Oh, shout out, and I am thankful for the Holy Spirit and the Source and the universe, who all of those superheroes. You see, a robot is not a superhero, because, but there are those who we might say that are in this flesh and blood. There are some people who are superheroes, people who have no fear. They have no fear. And what I'm seeing now is a new, and as I begin to, you know, obey the Spirit, I began to see that there's a new race of beings out there. There is a new race of beings out there. People that are not in fear. People who are not, and even some of those we think about as being even as a superhero. I begin to walk in this journey. I begin to see clear and clear. And even some, you might say there are aliens. If there are aliens out there, I mean, if you're an alien, you are an alien. If you've been alienated from your community, if you've been alienated from anything, from something, you may consider yourself as being an alien. So even though we look at aliens being some, looking different from ourselves, a lot of times we are the aliens who are being alienated, even being alienated and being separated from something that is not like source, that is not like the light. Okay. Right, yeah, enough of the rants, enough of the rants and raging and so forth, because the Most High have everything in control. No fear, and like I said, there are a new race of beings. And when I think about that, and it could be thought of in a number of different ways, even with artificial intelligence, and also, information technology and different things like that. Those are some things that come into mind. But the ones that I'm very excited about are those of us who are stamping out fear out of our lives. That those of us who have been alienated at some point and are now stepping into their power. They're stepping into their power. How? Because they have been meditating. They have been lining up. They're becoming aligned with the trueness of light. And one of the things that came up into my mind also was regarding these synchronicities. And there were some synchronicities that I had been seeing prior to my last transmission. And that's one of those things was regarding the 1-2. You see, the 1-2 punch. And the 1-2, because right now, the 1-2 or the 12-12, there's a code that it is, it's the code of creation. And basically it's saying everything is primed and ready to go. Everything is primed and ready to go. Even if destruction could take place in 1 hour, everything can be rebuilt in 3 days, literally, and even in this time that we're living in. So meanwhile, you think about a lot of people are looking for some type of destruction or this and that to happen, and perhaps that may not be what the Most High would have, because we've already reached a time frame where time has stopped, okay? And we're like almost like frozen in time. And so the code 12-12 or 1-2-1-2, and I call it for this video the 1-2 punch, right? That led me to, take a different, led me to take a different point of view, or take this from another vantage point. And so, because there's always going to be a time when we need to, expose or to bring things to the forefront that might need to be. But then, and this time right now is not a time to continue to shed light on anything that of the darkness. Okay, so once again, even if a city could be destroyed in 1 hour today, in today's information technology and everything, guess what? It could be rebuilt in 3 days, literally. Okay, and so also, let me move on. So the Merkaba needs to be something that is something that included in this code. This is all coming to me in regards to the code of creation about the 1-2. Okay, the synchronicity. Okay, and this is lately, this is 1-2. It's been coming to me over and over and over. And what month are we in? We're in, according to the calendar that we living by today here in America, is the 12th month, right? So this is the point. And the 1-2 is a sacred number of creation, representative of the Merkaba, activating expanded consciousness. So after I've done all this work, expanding my consciousness, I'm definitely not finna sacrifice that for some hard-headed, individual or people who will basically turn the whole boat over. You got 20 people on the boat ready to go, and they're just one down there trying to turn the boat, capsize the whole boat. That's 20 people lost. We're not doing that today, because the time is of essence right now. Time is of essence, and we must step out of time to step into our power. If you're not walking in your power now, if you have not elevated your consciousness by now, then perhaps you are not willing to throw yourself into your power. If you're not going to throw yourself into power, then perhaps you're not really understanding what it is to be in your power right now. So the number 1212, meaning in numerology, combines the vibrational energies of 1 and 2, but doubled. That is to say, it is 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2. Okay, 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2. These numbers symbolize very important aspects. So the number 1 holds the power to our thoughts and your greatest desires, having the ability to manifest. It's also a positive number that represents the divine. So right now it's divine timing is taking place. We are in divine timing right now, meaning we are in God's time. We are in Kairos, the real time. We are in real time now. So we got to step out of that old time into the real time in order to be moving into that real time that we want to be in, because we are the co-creators of our own reality, right? Okay, so but the number 2 holds the aspects of yourself where you find the drive to cooperate, establish diplomacy, and form beneficial and meaningful relationships. Furthermore, life path number 2 symbolizes unity and harmony. That's why the number 1212 or 1212 pushes for you to establish meaningful relationships that will help bring you prosperity, loving situations, and a strong, healthy family. The fact that 1212 or 1212 simplifies to the number 6 only adds to the power of this angel number in your life. Okay, angels, right? Some people, they don't believe in angels. You know what? As far as I'm concerned, the angels are my ancestors. The angels and the ancestors are one. If that's what I have to say about that. When you have the number 6 in your life, you will find strong love and affection for the people around you. Yeah. So, having said that, family, you know, one other thing I'm going to put into the video is a little clip. When the Most High speaks to me and the Spirit downloads something to me, and when the Spirit told me pull that, I said, you don't have to tell me twice. You have, and the Spirit said, you got it clear, and so this is the response of the clear. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. As always, I appreciate and love each and every one of you.